But she needs a cross that was worn by a demon, a human name, and an enchanted belt. Then she hid under the bench.
What a job you have.
This is her destiny. A changeling.
What's a change?
The Beth now, Vasilisa.
What demon is necessary for the book to open the aspen seal? How long is a demon?
Well done, the changeling.
We can't.
If I...
Only
We haven't heard of such a chap.
Right.
You'll help me.
We will. But what should we start with? Huh? What was it she asked for?
A cross worn by a demon.
Everything. I heard that. Go there and take her cross.
Let's look into the other requests first. An enchant.
This is not... I know, but she's not an easy woman to deal with.
Let's look into the other requests first. A name up.
Well, that's simple. Go to the priest and he'll give you a name from the...
Let's look into the other requests first. A cross worn...
I heard. Go there and take her cross.
Then I'll start with the cross.
In Yanidor, you'll find... So, did you get all that?
What not to get? Go to the Ikot...
Tak, dobrý večer, přátelé, dobrý večer. Dneska chviličku po 9. Tak dneska si budeme moc tady Vasilisu a čortiska užívat možná krapátko díl. Uvidíme. Budeme pokračovat každopádně tady v pomoci tady tomu vojákovi a budeme řešit tu měňavici nevěstovou. Tak, nejdřív ještě, než se potom dál do toho pustíme, tak ještě prozkoumáme tady, co tady všechno máme nebo nemáme. Tak, máme nějaký nový expíky nebo něco? Máme nový expíky. Skill pointy. Jo, aha. Ono se nám to zase neuložilo. Takže zase od začátku. Tam se poslali nějak toho, co nám kradl ty HPčka, pokud se nepletu. Tak. Karty. Pokud ještě nemám otevřenou tu druhou pečeť, aby jsme když tak vymysleli nějaký další lepšejší balíky. Takže zatím to asi jako necháme bez povšimnutí tady. Je to jako budeme hrát normální karty, jo? Aha, takže musím používat stejný typ a vyšší. Co bude? Aha. Ahoj mami, dobrý večer. Já chci ty karty ukončit. Ano. Kartičky mě nebaví. Tak. Co znamená, tohle máme vyřešeno.
As if I'd believe that you forgot how to kindle it. And then you got a bit too scared when the demon girl grabbed you with the fire.
It is as you say, Vaisa. It's not about the stove. I don't know what's wrong with me. There was this one incident. Since then, I'm not myself when I see any fire. I'm scared of it something awful. That's exactly the reason why the lads dared me to go to the banya. They heard the rumors and wanted to have a bit of fun at my expense. Only I'm not one to give up so easily.
But why? What's wrong with fire?
Oh, it's a long story.
So how did you end up a soldier?
Well, they took me as a recruit. You were just a kid then and don't remember much about it, I gather. Old Yegor just took you in after your parents.
Well, when you went into the service, was it by your own choice?
Aye, by choice. To be honest, some other lad drew the lot, but we have a large family. And I'm a hot-headed guy.
Right, and a fine one.
Ha! Quite right. It was my decision. I made my way to my field regiment, and they sent us to fight the Turks.
Did they give you your cross there?
Aye. That's a different story. I'll tell it later.
Do you plan to marry that girl or not?
Let's help her first, won't we? She must be a strong girl to pull through that sort of thing. Maybe God sent her.
A demon? Sent by God?
Well, she said she was a changeling, didn't she? The girls of my age are all married. Who would marry an old soldier anyway? Only a demon.
About the fire. Would it take very long to tell the story?
Maybe not that long. Anyway, don't be such a bath broom. I'll tell you some other time. Don't you have anything else to do?
Dobrá, ten si z toho s náma už moc nenapovídá, takže co? Pokecáme s lidma.
Vasilisa, listen. Thank you for your help with the banya.
Don't thank me yet. We still need to free the girl.
It's just that I wouldn't be able to go at all if it weren't for you. Here, I want to give you this. Here, take it.
What's that? A deck of playing cards or something?
Sure is. Been saving them for some time. They are antique, but first class. I'll teach you to play if you wish.
They say the devil himself is not averse to a good game of durak.
Ukáž, dám kartičky. To je tohle sto. Co je eloquence? Černej. Co to přesně znamená? Jako nějaká karta. To asi bude. +1 výmluvnost. Jako +1 černá. Máme nějakou kartu, která se jmenuje Eloquence. Jako nějaká výmluvnost. Vůbec nevím, co by nám to mělo jakože přinést. Jakože bychom měli nějakou jednu pozici navíc, třeba? Či co? Na začátku bitvy? No nic, každopádně tady ještě někdo. Tam se vydáme zase na cestu.
Run! He saw us! Wait, maybe they're here on business. Well, speak up.
Oh, Vasilisa! We saw such a scary thing! West of Yenidor, there's a scary isba. Evil spirits live there for sure!
Why do you say that?
See for yourself. They say there used to be a party every day, but now it stands silent as the grave. Saw it for ourselves.
Well, you'll wind up in graves yourselves if you go wandering like that.
Run!
OK, to nám jenom přidalo nějaký cíl. Na mapu nějaký vedlejšáček. No tak asi vyrážíme na cestu. Nic víc už tady nevymyslíme. Tak, jdeme sem.
At the crossroads of two trade routes, you see the annual fair. Despite the late hour, trading is still taking place. Perhaps you might buy something for your journey. A multitude of goods can be found. Prianics, as well as a variety of magic trinkets. There's something for everyone here.
Je nějaká tržnice. Už my nemáme moc peněz teďka. Bugherman, Merchant. Tady jsou nějaký Tady se dají hrát kartičky, můžeme obehrát a vydělat tím peníze, aby jsme si něco nakoupili. Jenomže při mým štěstí to dopadne tak, že spíš...
In that case, I'll show you some fine wares. Here, take a look.
V mém případě bychom spíš o všechno přišli. Kolik máme? 43 penězků. Tady to asi nějak... Mám 6 bodláků. Ne, 12 bodláků mám. Asi nic z toho zatím nechcem. Nemáš nějakou... Breakherb. Jenomže to je drahá. To je i na otvírání dveří a tak dál. 46. To je strašně drahý.
Wisdom will enter your heart and be good for your soul.
Resetovat skilly tady můžu. Tady si můžu kupovat kartičky, OK.
Low prices, come and see for yourself. Buy some herbs and other goods I've brought for you from the woods.
Ukaž, co máš ty? Ten má tyhle ty různé věci. Vampirism. Na začátku bitvy. Dostaneme plus 12. HPček. A za každou damage, kterou mi rozdáme, dostáváme ještě 2 HPčka k dobru. To by bylo zajímavé, kdyby jsme na to měli. Každý kolo dáváme jednu damage a ignorujeme přitom obranu. První zaříkávadlo má vždycky... OK. Ještě pořádně nechápu, co ten zámek dělá. Ten log. Jedna damage všem nepřátelům. Nějaká žába. Jo, tady máme obranu proti disease a proti paralýze. Plus 1 HPčko na začátku bitvy. OK. No zajímavé věci, ale nemáme pořádně na nic. A hlavně nemáme ani žádnou novou pozici. Nebudeme hrát karty. Jdeme dál.
You wander off course and walk onto the road more to the west than you had planned. You stumble upon a ragged man with rotten teeth and rotten eyes. You realize that it's a brigand. Traveling by night in Perm Gubernia is dangerous, and not only because of the evil spirits. The silence is broken by his hoarse voice.
Musíme s ním promluvit.
Hey, what do we have here? A girl or something?
Proč s sebou nemáme Kolju? Jo, jako můj život. Zajímavé věci, ale taky nemám na nic toho. To je přesně můj případ taktéž. A hlavně jsme furt ještě na začátku, ještě nemáme prolomenou ani druhou pečeť a snad přijdou prachy postupně. A hlavně neposíláme naše čortiska nikam, aby někde škodili a zároveň nám přinášeli prachy, protože zkusíme to udělat prostě fakt jenom úplně tou nejhodnější, nejpozitivnější jako cestou. Všechno. Bez toho, aniž bychom jakože získávali naše hříšky.
I'll let you go if you give me all your money.
Ale no tak. Teď tady není Nikolaj.
It seems to me you can't see so well in the dark. I'm not traveling alone.
Come on over here, brigand boy.
Aha.
I fought the Turks, went toe-to-toe with demons, but your kind are the filthiest of all.
Looking upon the tall soldier, the brigand loses his confidence. He backs away and runs into the woods. In a hurry, he dropped his pouch. You go on your way.
Ještě z něj vypadlo 5 peněz. Co si dáme? 2 všem nepřátelům. OK. Tak to bylo v pohodě. Asi se nejdřív vydáme tady na ten vedlejšák a potom půjdeme tou hlavní cestou.
Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. Among other vegetation, you see one beautiful flower. It's blood red and bright even in the moonlight. You come closer and tie its stem with a silver thread. With a swift pull, you now have a new, valuable herb, Adam's head.
To byl ten bodlák, ne?
You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
Jasně.
Fir branches poke into the empty windows of an abandoned hut. You are overcome by an unpleasant feeling. There's a good reason they call this place haunted.
Jo, to je od těch dětí. Jak přišli říkat, že to tady, že tady byli furt jakože samý party a najednou nic. Tak jdeme zjistit, co se tady děje.
You squeeze into a slightly open door and clear away the cobwebs. It is dark and empty here. The dead silence gives you chills. You step inside the house and freeze in horror. Under the broken red corner lies a dead man's body. A broken accordion lies nearby, torn as if by a wild beast. You search the dead man and the izba. The former has a pouch with some rubles inside.
Informujeme vesnici a ty peníze, které měl u sebe, použijeme na pohřeb.
You tell about the dead man in the nearby village and use the money to pay for his burial and a funeral service. Peasants tell you that several years ago, someone took this skillful musician to an evening gathering during the dead of night. He hadn't been seen since.
A když bychom měli smrtelný hříšek, tak tady je -1. Tady tohle by nám 1 odmázlo. Aha, to jsem nevěděl, že těma věcma ještě si můžeme i odmazávat hříšky. Takže sem tam nějaký můžeme si v pohodě nazbírat, koukám. Ale i tak to zkusíme bez toho. Tak. Tak už nás čeká jenom hlavní linka, hlavní cesta.
You walk through the forest. Grim trees hang from all sides, and strange noises are coming from the dark of the night. You freeze with fear when you notice 2 demons near an unearthed grave. They have already opened the coffin and are methodically skinning the dead body.
Zasáhnem.
Overcoming disgust, you open the black book. The first Zagavar will be yours.
Tak. Když se postaráme asi tady od toho. Máme 2 kily hnedka. Že použijeme jednu na tebe. Škoda, že nemám ještě nějaký útočný klíč. Tak, Kolio, ty se postarej tady o toho. A my dořešíme tady toho. By teoreticky mělo bohatě stačit. Tak, vyřešeno.
Having dealt with the demons, you look around. A narrow trail stretches from the grave to the forest. You remember hearing about this place. This overgrown trail leads to an old cemetery.
Se půjdeme zjistit, o co tady šlo.
You know about a cemetery nearby and decide to visit it. The tombstones that stand among the trees are enveloped in a gray fog. You look around, expecting an ambush, but everything is eerily quiet.
My jsme si sebrali nějakou hřbitovní půdu.
You're in luck. The grave diggers have recently dug up a grave. It stands open, black and hungry, yet unoccupied. You scoop a small amount of fresh cemetery dirt into a sack and whisper some zagavers. This soil will make your witchcraft stronger.
To je hřích sebrat půdu z hřbitova. Aha. No tak teda si nebudeme brát půdu.
You know about a cemetery nearby and decide to visit it. The tombstone. You walk around the overgrown cemetery and look at the grave crosses while thinking of all the deaths that made this city of the dead. Who knows? Maybe Ikotniks were around in earlier times. Maybe some are buried here.
Čteme modlitbu.
You pray for the repose of the souls that lie in this cemetery. The night is silent. You calm down and rest a bit.
Tak, tady něco o těch ikotech. Tak, jdeme dál. Se vždycky můžu vrátit, koukám na tu tržnici.
You hear a whip crack. Shrieking in pain, some unfortunate soul is being driven to hell by a devil. You pause in hesitation. Is this sinner's soul worth a fight?
Zkusíme.
You call out to the devil. He looks at you with his eyes burning with hatred. He bares his claws and approaches you, completely forgetting about his prey. The sinner runs to the forest without wasting any time. The demon's furious roar attracts another one of his kind. To buy some time for the sinner, you immediately start reading Zagavers.
To je fešák. Ty dáš ránu jemu. Tak. Vlastně požehnání, no. Požehnání a má to jako, že to zvětšuje to damage všech stránek o 2 body. Kolik on má? Jenom 2. Takže teoreticky mě stačí tohle z toho. A je fertik. A vojil. Zvyšuje o 1 všechny ostatní stránky ve stejné barvě. To znamená, všechny bílý, který bychom použili, mají +1 efekt. To je to samý. Plus 2 HPčka, tady to nám dává ještě 4 obranu. Ne, tady to je, že se zvyšuje o 1 s každou stejnou bílou. To znamená, pokud budeme mít třeba 2 bílí, tak to dá 3 HPčka. Jo, a tady to je to samý. Hele, černý klíč. Černý klíč, ten se nám bude hodit. Určitě.
You see a swamp ahead. The damp soil squishes under your feet. You become cold and uncomfortable. Suddenly, a white ghost of a calf appears from the bog. It looks at you and does not move.
Dáme si ochranný zaříkadlo.
You read a protective zagavar, and the ghost disappears. When you finish your sorcery, you realize that this calf was, in fact, a treasure. Striking it would make the calf fall apart into coins. You notice the burning eyes of demons nearby. Are they guardians of this treasure?
Aha. Aha. Pleskneme do toho. Peníze.
You see a swamp ahead. The damp soil squishes under your feet. You become cold and uncomfortable. Suddenly, a white ghost of a calf appears from the bog. It looks at you and does not move. You hit the calf backhanded. The ghost disappears with the sound of crystals tingling, and in its stead, you find a pot full of silver coins. You take the coins and see the burning eyes of demons nearby.
Předtím jsme možná bojovali a nedostali bychom za to prašule. Tak. 8 a 9. Čortiska. Proč tady mám dvakrát vejsta? To znamená, to je dohromady 6. A tohle se nám zvýší damage každé stránky o 2. To znamená 10, jo? To dá ránu za 10, předpokládám. Takže uděláme tohle. Tohle. Jo, aha, on to je taky příkaz, tohle. To není klíč. Tohle se taky nechápu, jako, co to přesně dělá firm. Krom toho, že nám to dá 1 obranu, co to přesně udělá? Waste. Ono mu to bude dávat 5? Dál. Nebo co? Nebo to teďka bude dávat on? Vlastně sejmeme tohohle z toho. Těhle s tím tohohle z toho nesejmem. Ale aspoň mu... Ale... Tohle to by teoreticky mělo stačit, protože tady to bylo za 1. A když tohle to zdvihá o 2, to by měl dát za 3. Uvidíme, jak to dopadne. Jo. Tak, vezmeme si babušku. Tak, čeká nás finále. Tady bude velký bubák, kterýmu musíme sebrat kříž.
Yanidor is covered with a bright pre-dawn mist. Amidst the hollow silence, you hear sounds of the village waking up. With old Yegor's directions, you quickly find the house of Yevdakia Folkovna. Nikolai knocks on the carved gates, and you are soon greeted by the hostess.
Yevdakia Folkovna, God bless.
God bless.
God bless indeed. And who might you be?
We've come to speak to your daughter.
Ha! Came to make fun of my Akulina. I won't let you. Leave us alone.
Oh, we wouldn't dare. We want to help her.
Help her? Many have tried. None have succeeded. What makes you think you can?
I know how your daughter is suffering. That's why I want to help. I know how.
Very well. Couldn't hurt, I suppose. It surely couldn't get any worse. My girl suffers from an ikota, day and night. Akulina hides in the old Church of Transfiguration at night. The ikota is not so violent there. That's where you'll find her.
Thank you. Don't worry about your daughter. We will help.
Well, God willing, God willing.
Goodbye, Yevdokia Fokovna.
The old Church of Transfiguration, a grim shadow in the crimson twilight of the early hours. The domes of this building tower silently over you. Hundreds of years and dozens of generations have passed under its roof. You can feel the wisdom stored within these majestic walls.
Tak, asi si to nejdřív prohlídneme. Co tady kolem najdem?
An icon. Someone must have knocked it off the porch. The icon case is broken. I can't figure out which saint it is.
Old stairs lead inside the church.
Ne?
Wooden domes reflect silver light in the rising sun. Wooden domes reflect silver light in the rising sun.
Nemůžeme se podívat nikam jinam. OK. Mi tady asi nic jiného neunikne. Aspoň doufám. Tak, promluvíme s Koliou.
The sun is rising, yet I don't feel any less frightened. I can't believe any Kotnitsa was hiding in the church.
OK, tak jdeme dovnitř.
Old stairs lead inside the church.
This place is too grim to be a Christian place.
The wooden sculpture looks majestic and enigmatic.
The iconostasis has collapsed partially, as if it suffered a strong northern gale. The royal gates are crooked and no longer bar the entrance to the altar. It looks like some of the icons were torn out on purpose. Some of them stand facing the wall.
Jestli to tady všechno prohlídneme. Royal Eyes. Doplní 21 HPček. Tyjo, tak asi možná bude trošku drsnější souboj. Tady je tohle.
The iconostasis has collapsed partially. In the dim light, you notice a heap of rags where the ikotnica Akulina lays. She seems to be sleeping. From time to time, the girl shudders from nightmares sent by the chort to haunt her. You call out to the girl. She jolts up and darts to the altar corner. Even amidst the gloom, you notice the way her arms are shaking.
Who are you? Don't hurt me, please.
Don't be afraid, Akulina dear. We won't harm you. I'm Vasa, and this is Kola. We want to help you. We heard you have a Nikota.
Yeah, they say I have a chort inside me. It torments me.
Can we talk to it?
I can't make Proshka come out. He'll come out when he wants to.
We'll need your cross for this. Can you trade it to us?
What am I to do without a cross? Proshka will eat me alive without it.
I'll trade you mine. I have 2 of them. One was given to me at birth, and I found the other on the battlefield.
Tell us about your chort.
What's there to tell? Sometimes he crawls out, sometimes he can do some sorcery. The other kids make fun of me.
The girl starts to whimper.
We can get rid of Proshka.
Get rid of him? Really? But he won't leave by himself.
Don't worry. I think I know how to draw his attention. I have to make the Ikota mad enough so that he leaves Akulina. How can I anger this particular chort?
Byla tam rozmácená ta ikona. I možná tak?
The broken icon at the entrance and the defaced iconostasis here are not a coincidence. It seems like he doesn't like icons, that Proshka of yours.
Yes, he made me deface the icons here.
I'll draw a circle, and we'll start.
You sit Akulina in front of the iconostasis, and Nikolai puts the icons into place. You start to read a Zagavar. You learned it long ago, but your memory doesn't fail you. The words of the spell ring out with a thundering echo. You almost manage to finish the ritual when Akulina suddenly pushes you. Taken by surprise, your incantation of magic words stops. The girl starts to convulse. The Ikota has emerged out of her.
Tak ho ukažte. Vypadá jako nějaká kočka.
You call yourselves exorcists? This Zagavar is dated. No one uses that commencement now. What kind of witch are you? So out of fashion. Yuck.
Christ's kingdom.
It's impolite to make mention of such kingdoms in front of demons, I have you know. And you can't just go displaying icons. I hate icons.
So you're the Ikota chort?
So what if I am? Ain't I fine looking like a feline? What did you expect? A frog or something?
Ne, žábu jsem nečekal.
We need Akulina's cross.
Yes, I've heard. I need lots of things too. Tell you what, witch. If you beat me, I might even do both. Give your cross and leave the girl.
Ještě ostatní otázky.
No, tell me something else. Why do you haunt Akolina? Why do you torture the girl?
That's no business of yours. Well, on the other hand, I don't have anything else to do. Why not tell you?
Okay, řekni mi to.
You see, I study demons. They fascinate me.
There's nothing to tell, really. Yenidor used to be a wealthy churchyard near the springs. Merchants used to request prayers of thanks in this church when they returned from the north. I was once the sosiedka of this church.
Why would a church have a sosiedko?
Why not? The abandoned ones have much scarier things inside. Or am I not good enough? But now, no one lives here and no one visits the church. They only go to the stone one. So I crawled inside Akolina out of boredom.
Won't you leave the girl alone?
I might leave her if you beat me.
So why don't you like icons?
Have you seen many charts that do? Or maybe we should open a church. We could call it Saint Chart, eh? You're a smart girl. Figured out that I don't like icons. They make me mad as hell. It's not that I'm against this new church, but you could at least make do without icons, right? These drawings, not my cup of tea. Gives me shivers.
Takže nic jiného mi nezbývá, než se s ním utkat.
We need Akolina's cross.
Yes, I've heard. Tell you what, witch. If you beat me, I might even do both. Give your cross and leave the girl.
So be it, Broška.
Here I come, Vasilisa.
$75. Cože? If you kill the demon, no, the girl will die. Odskočím si. Tak to pojďme vymyslet. On možná bude mít nějaký fáze, ve kterých ho prostě nebudeme moct porazit. Budeme si muset jenom nechat nakládat. Jo. Nejde o to asi, že je silný, ale jde asi o to, že prostě budeme moci jenom v určitých chvílích jako mu dát nějaký takový ten smrtelný úder. A to ještě uvidíme. No, můžu útočit rovnou hned, nebo ne? Jsme limitovaný tímhle s tím, nebo tím, co mi teďka říká tohle? To se za chvilku dozvíme. Bless Award si dává. No, my bychom si Bless taky mohli dát. Mohli bychom mu dát tohle z toho. Tohle z toho. Tohle z toho.
Away from my Akulina!
Away with you, demon!
Sedm. Potřebujeme HPčka. Teda potřebujeme obranu. Dávat za 6. Auč, to bolelo. Jo, a takhle je to v té fázi, kdy ho vlastně jako nesmíme porazit. Takže on tam má prostě takový ty fáze, kdy nesmíme potom na něj útočit, když by byl na doražení. Takhle nebude útočit, jestli to dobře chápu. Já nemám žádný útoční kouzlo teďka. Jedno kolo. Tak teďka on bude útočit a my můžeme taky. My jsme za 8. No je to boss fight, no. Samozřejmě, že je to boss fight. Na konec cesty a na konci cesty vždycky nějaký bossík. Nebo vždycky. Skoro vždycky.
I'll just crawl inside the girl. You won't get me there.
Oh, no you won't. I have a zagover with your name on it.
Tak. Flákni mu za 5. Tak aby jsem mu měl dát co nejvíc. To mi také k ničemu. Tohle je taky mi k ničemu. Jo, my jsme měli vlastně to zesílení tady na nás. Jej.
Wait. Don't finish me off, Vasia.
My jsme tam měli ještě +6, to znamená všechna teďka závěrečná damage, co jsme tam měli, tak byla ještě +6 a ještě jsme měli v rezervě toho koluju, který by dal ještě za 5.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave Aquilina and come work for you. I can be useful, you'll see.
Budeme mít dalšího čorta.
I won't harm anyone. I'll be good.
Budeš dobrý, nikomu neublížíš?
Work for me? I have plenty of charts already.
Well, I'm not exactly a short. I can be of use like a societka, in fact.
Tak?
Actually, we don't have a societko. That's not such a bad idea. What will Grandpa say to that? All right, I'll take you, but you better watch it. No joking around.
Proshka leaves Aquilina, climbs your left shoulder, and then vanishes into black flames.
Budeme mít domácího toho nějakého ducha stavení, takového nějakého.
The girl crumples and falls down, exhausted. Her face looks calm and serene. Proshka won't poison her life anymore. You switch out Nikolai's cross for that of the Ikotnitsa. The crucifix looks old and rotten. The demon's power has left its mark. You hope that Akulina's soul was left untouched by it.
Výborně. A máme první věc pro tu changeling, pro tu měňavkovou pro tu nevěstu. Jo, tak ještě budeme muset vyřešit to jméno a ten opasek.
Now we have a cross. You see, Vasha, ask and ye shall receive.
Big deal. A demon's cross. Sosietka don't shun crosses either, I presume.
But on the other hand, we could do without this rattle box chort.
Why are you calling a rattle box?
Hush, Proshka. Don't be angry, Grandpa. He may be of use to us yet.
All right, we'll see if it works out. All that's left for you is to get a name and a belt. Which will you start with?
Nejdřív. Start with the spinner. Jo, to byla vlastně ta čarodějnice. Jo. To je ten opasek, takže 2.
Well, let's start with the belt.
Very well then. To the spinner. Vasilisa and I are going to see the spinner. There's nothing for you to do there, Kolya. Understand?
Sure did.
And one more thing. Don't say anything about the banya or the bride. The spinner can't stand demons, though she looks like one herself. Got it?
Who is the spinner?
A woman of sorts. Her name is Kapitalina Ivanna, but everyone calls her the spinner behind her back. She's quite knowledgeable. You don't want to mess with her. That's why I am coming with you. Don't go running your mouth. Speak nothing of the book. Got it?
What should I say to get the belt?
Good question, Vasilisa. Keep your ears open when you speak to her. Remember, do not mention demons. She does not like them. And you might as well disregard the fact that we needed the belt for a changeling girl. Now, if you show you are of knowledge, that would be good indeed. If she doesn't like you, or should you let anything sleep, the cost will be more than we can handle. Got it?
Okay.
Understood, Grandpa. It's time we were on our way.
Yes, it's better go to her at night. I've arranged a cart for us.
Do you have any Kupala salve left?
If I only knew. We could fly, but feet will do. And another thing. There's this rich fellow, Petrov is his name. He asked me to check on his field. Says demons are ruining his crops. It's not far from Pintek. It so happens.
Tak a čeká nás druhý výlet. Jo. Tak. Proška. No jo, tady je.
Well, what do you want?
Co s ním můžeme vyvádět?
Can't you see? I'm all cozy here on the sleeping bench. I'm sleepy. Ask what you wanted. I need to sleep. Got tired.
What kind of demon are you, Ikota?
That's how fiends are called. Ikota. If they possess people, that is. You know that. Wish to learn more? Any demon can become Ikota. Climb up in someone, got it, that's it. People will call you Ikota. Bet you can do it better than me.
Wanted to learn more about you. What were you doing before Akulina?
Alright, I'll tell you. It's a long story, mind you. I've told you before, I used to be a Susietko. For quite some time I've lived there. The Transfiguration Church was built how long ago? Must be over 200 years. I am wise and old, you see. So you'd better heed my advices if you know what's good for you.
Never seen cats any wiser, that's true.
Good then.
Maybe you'll stop swooping your fur all over the Izba in 200 years, eh?
What? What about it? None of my concern. I have to look after the household anyway. You could have fixed the bench yourself, by the way. It creaks as hell.
Oh, I'll show you, you damn short.
Wait, Grandpa. You will do a better job, won't you, Proshka?
Sure, a better one, alright.
What with the church, then?
So, about it. I've stayed as Susietka there from the time it was built.
You were Susietka over there in church, or were you from some other place?
In the church. I remember that well. But what was there before that building? Damn it. Can't quite remember. Let's talk a bit later. Maybe my memory will return.
Why did you transform into a cat?
Cats kill people. For protection, that is why. Well, what you looking at? Scared, eh?
Yeah, right. Cats give no quarter. It is good that our father Tsar's army keeps them in check.
So you don't believe me then? Let me tell you one story.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Tak. Tady nějaký čertisko se možná vrátilo. Ještě furt se nevrátilo. Take the reward. No to. Tohle máme. A máme vlastně, dostali jsme vlastně další level. Kdybychom mohli mít nějaký XPčky, ne? No jasně, skill pointy. Tak. Tak, teďka můžeme mít 2. Bezvýznamný úkoly. Aby jsme nemuseli posílat naše čertiska trápit lidi. Tak, tohle jste nám krade HPčka. Takže toho pošleme sem. Tenhle ten... Koho si dáme? Obranu nebo útok? Ať nám krade útok. Nebo nekrade. Tak. Nikoho tady nemáme? Nikoho tady nemáme.
Old houses and banyas are often home to demons. The masters leave, but don't always take their host spirits with them.
You've been telling me how you got your Khaldun power.
Right, where were we? So, I became a shepherd boy. He taught me this and that at first, that Prokopi. That one time, the cattle had wandered all over the place, and my chief turned up drunk. Drank a whole bottle of vodka. He couldn't move a muscle. Well, what other choice did I have? I went to collect them by myself. Managed to get almost all of them as midnight drew near. Had to pass Mikhail's crossroads on the way back. You know how that place is. So, there I am, with the cattle tagging along. The moment I stepped onto the crossroads, everything turned upside down. Winds out of nowhere, and what you know, swarms of chorts. Figured I'd quickly draw a circle around me, and so I did. And these chorts were just swarming on the edge of the circle, all sorts, you name it. Well, I think that's it. Everything turned out all right, as you see. Next time I'll tell you how I got out of it.
What sort of spirits are those baniks?
Masters of the bathhouse, like a susietko in an izba. I don't think it was an ordinary place, the banya, before the worship of God.
What do you mean, before God?
I mean that our ancestors used to be worshipped the spirits of the hearth. Some Perm people still call upon Yan or Voipil.
We should tell everyone about the chorts we've met. You know, to warn the good people, right?
Everyone knows, but not everyone believes. How did you end up with a cross?
Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, right. There's no such thing as a cross with no story behind it.
All right then, I'll tell you. We were near a town. Belevna, it's called. It was a real massacre there.
Did you encounter any chorts there?
Worse. The cannon fire was so loud that all the chorts fled, if they were any. It seems they all fled here, to the north. So, there was this redut ahead of us. Couldn't take it.
Redut?
Well, it's a kind of a fortress. No one could get any closer.
And what about you, being such a gallant lad?
Hey, no jokes. Listen. I think God helped me. I went from the side and then found some barrels full of gunpowder and lit them. They blew up, started a fire. There was a lot more ammunition there. A lot of our enemies burned that day. I can still hear their screams. I suppose I will to the end of my days. I nearly died there myself. Since then, when I see a fire, I remember that redut and those screams. I fished the cross from the river of blood, Vasil. Are you happy now? Do you understand about the fire now? Ah.
What are you going to do with your new bride?
Well, we'll get a farm. We'll get folks from the village to help. Well now, I'll build an excellent izba. And children eventually. What a life it will be.
Be careful though. Who knows? The Bannock might be back.
That's good. The mother-in-law is always welcome.
It seems that you're the fiercest of them all. Let's go. We'll talk later.
Jo, tak jo. Tak se vydáme na cestu asi. Tak, zase nás tady čeká nějaká tato. Jsem zvědavý, jestli ten opasek získáme nebo ne. Vchodník. s knihami.
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a zagavr dealer.
Seek me out, girl, and I will grant you knowledge. I can help you gain a better grasp of your book and all the wisdom contained within.
Tak, máš tady něco zajímavého? Jo, to je jedna z těch, co se potom zvětšuje. Co narůstá potom damage. Tohle to nám pomohlo, bych řekl. V tom předchozím boji. To ještě nemáme. Chci se tam utrácet, nebo si chci ještě pošetřit ty peníze na něco zajímavějšího, třeba na nějaký doplňky? Zajímavý.
You catch a whiff of the disgustingly sweet smell of rot. Cold fear enters your soul when you guess what might be the source of the smell. A human body lies nestled in the grass. It is already unrecognizable from decay. You see an old wooden cross upon its breast.
Měli bychom ho pohřbít. Ten kros bychom neměli brát. To by nám dal určitě zase hříšek.
You dig a small grave and push the dead man inside. You read a prayer and continue your journey. You see a small demon sitting on a hillock. In his hand, he is holding a snake by its tail, swinging it from side to side. A swishing sound of the snake's body and its angry hissing fill the swamp area.
Buď to můžu počkat, zaútočit, nebo hrát karty, nebo jít zpět. Tak nejdřív počkáme, co se stane.
You watch as the demon twirls the snake above his head. It seems as if he'll never grow tired of it. Suddenly, the snake slips from its claws and flies right at you. It's clearly angry. Worse yet, the demon runs after its toy.
Co se stane
You see a small demon
při jiný variantě?
In his hand, he is holding a snake by its tail.
Když zaútočíme hned,
you start reading your zagavrs. The demon immediately forgets its toy and jumps straight in your direction. At least the snake manages to escape.
Co se stane s kartama?
You see a small demon sitting on a hillock. In his hand, the stakes are high in this demonic game. Your soul versus the girl's freedom.
Girl's freedom? Karty mě nebaví. Aha, ještě on bude hrát na čestně. Já nemůžu. Nemůžu. Nemám nic. Nemám. Sakra. Jsme to nezvládli. Prohráli jsme. Nebudeme hrát hrdičky.
You see a small demon sitting on a hillock. In his hand, he is holding a snake by its tail. So when you start reading your Záznam, the demon immediately
Cože to dělá? Snižuje útok o 4. Takže bude dávat za 1. Chvíli, kdy tohle my vymyslíme. Nazdar. Papa. Tak, vyřešeno. Tady je ještě něco.
All of a sudden, the tops of the trees rattle and clang. Alarmed, birds fly away, screaming in fear. You see a whirlwind filled with loose branches and dust from the road, headed your way.
So, knife, step aside.
You throw the knife, and the whirlwind stops spinning, dissolving into hundreds of demons. Among this throng of unholy spirits, you see a girl in white. She has a noose around her neck. The knife has injured a demon hovering beside her. She is freed from its grasp and flies up into the sky. She throws you a wedding ring, embedded with precious stones. The remaining demons, now enraged, attack you.
Bude mít nějaký prstýnek? Ještě? Co ty seš zač? Vyvolávač. Nejdřív musíme se zbavit vyvolávače. A ty... Sníž útok tady tomu. Tě nám dává za minimum. My nemáme žádný pořádný útoční kouzlo. Asi all enemies, akorát. Bohužel, ono se nám to tak extrémně znásobilo, že jsme to teďka vzali smahem. OK. Tak kde je ten prstýnek? Teď říkal, že tu dívku, kterou jsme tím osvobodili, co vyletěla někam do toho nebe, že nám hodila prstýnek s nějakým drahokamem. Svatební prsten s drahokamem. Ukradli stařenku? Místo toho jsme dostali 5 rublů. Já myslel, že budeme mít nějaký zajímavý tady sem. Prstýnek. Jakože výbavičku. A ono prdlajs.
Despite the late hour, sounds of celebration are coming from the village. It turns out that a festive dinner has dragged on and turned into a non-stop festival. You notice the worried host, who looks like he can't wait to say goodbye to his guests.
Vyděsit, nabídnout pomoc.
You offer to disperse the festival for the host. His distrust of you vanishes when, after a couple of your zagavers, furious winds send the suddenly worried guests scurrying home. The host rewards you with some of the dishes from a banquet table.
Dostali jsme na baště, no. A 5 peněz.
Bathing in the moonlight, a moss-covered idol is hidden among the tall trees. You walk closer and see a fresh towel wrapped around it. The forest around you is silent.
Jsou víceméně akorát popisky toho, jak fungovala ta mytologie a ta víra, jak se vlastně to pohanství to nějak potom proplítalo i s křesťanstvím a tak dál. Okay.
You meet a girl walking in the direction of Panteg. In her hands, she clutches a spindle that is emanating dark power. Old Yegor smirks, another of the spinner's victims.
Oh. Ale my jdeme za tou spinner. Pomůžeme té dívce? Nepomůžeme té dívce? Bude nám to k něčemu dobrý?
You call out to the peasant girl and convince her to get rid of the cursed spindle. Surprised, the girl follows your advice.
Okay. To nám možná tady vůbec nepomůže. Třeba to mělo nějaký důvod.
You freeze with horror. A dead girl is dangling from a spruce tree's gnarled branch. You can't move. This strange fruit sways back and forth with a creak in the cold wind. She died recently.
Tak co tady s tím uděláme? Zkusíme vyvolat jejího ducha? Nebo to budeme oznámit?
As soon as you draw a circle, two demons burst from the skin of the hanged girl. It seems that demons have reached the body before you.
No. Tak, potvory čertiskový. Nějak se vás zbavíme. Čorti. Flag ho sem. Flag ho sem. Oni mi rozsekali, i když teda dávají jenom takhle s malou damage, tak mi úplně rozsekali obranu. Tohle to dáme sem. Tohle to dáme sem. Nemám nic, co bych použil pořádně. Ale ono ho sejme tohle sto. Možná. Ne. V příštím kole ho to sejme. Tak jako tak. A takhle jsme si to pěkně pojistili. Tak, nejdřív ještě uděláme tady ty vedlejšáky, než se vrhneme na ten hlavní.
You feel at ease as you walk down the welcoming street of this village. A calm silence surrounds you. You almost pass through the village, but the silence is broken by loud laughter and the sounds of an accordion.
Vasilisa, is that you? Come on, join us.
Jakou další písničku se naučíme?
I don't have the time.
Come on, your work is such a bore. 5 minutes here won't kill you.
Jasně.
All right, I have a little bit of time.
You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song.
Akorát teda neslyším tu harmoniku. Tak jsme si zaspívali. Máme tady nějakou novou skladbu. Jdeme dál.
On the field, you hear the steady sound of digging. Coming closer, you see a peasant moving the border of a field. The man looks startled when he sees you approach. He stops and calls out to you.
Is that you, Yegor?
It is I, with Vasilisa. God bless.
God bless. What are you looking at? I'm moving the border ditch. What of it?
Why are you moving the border ditch? You moved it quite far.
For good reason. The Petrov's workers caused me nothing but grief. They deceived me, shot me in flour, only they didn't steal in broad daylight.
Have you spoken of it at the village meeting?
I have. Not much good it did me. Petrov's folks silenced me right away. I'll tell you what. If you curse the demons, I'll pay you.
Cože?
A curse? The only one getting cursed today is you. That'll teach you.
A couple of words from the black book, and the man crumples, writhing in pain.
Chtějí, abych někoho proklel.
Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. Among other vegetation, you see one beautiful flower. It's blood red, and bright even in the moonlight. You come closer, and tie its stem with a silver thread. With a swift pull, you now have a new, valuable herb. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way.
Fantastic. OK. Tak.
The closer you are to the house of the spinner, the more ominous the woods get. The decaying trunks of pines and spruces tower over the path like silent guardians. Your blood runs.
Ještě jednou jsem to odkliknul moc brzo.
The closer you are to the house of the spinner, the more ominous the woods get. The decaying trunks of pines and spruces tower over the path like silent guardians. Your blood runs cold every other moment. You feel that the border between worlds is very thin in this part of the forest.
Chýše jedová je tady.
There are bright strings of some kind on the path. Who has this much yarn to spare? There are bright strings of some kind on the path.
So, how do you like this izba? Ours is quite a bit cozier, isn't it? Go speak to that skull. He's a doorman of sorts here. That's the spinner for you, always thinking up something crazy.
What do you mean, speak to the skull?
I mean that it used to be a Khaldun. The regular folks aren't likely to chat with it. We, knowers, are used to this sort of thing. It's something new the spinner thought up. Skulls such as these used to hang on the trees around here like effigies of sorts. This one is used as a kind of test. It would be best if you passed the test. This woman knows me, you see, but she's not familiar with you.
Oh.
What's with the yarn on the paths?
You see it, do you? Ordinary folk don't. The yarn binds some poor Christians to the spinner. It's a strong and dark sorcery. You had better go and speak to the doorman.
What else should I know about the spinner?
Hush, child. These skulls report every little detail to that witch. Keep your lips sealed.
Okay. No, když si to tady asi pročešeme, tady budou asi nějaký hádanky.
Quite a grim place. It's places like this that give witches a bad reputation.
Tak, jdeme si pokecat s lepkou.
There are many different skulls and charms.
You approach the skull hanging by the door. Suddenly, the bony head starts shaking. A burning coal that serves as an eye socket stops you in your tracks.
Oh, joy! And Noah, are we? Finally, some fun! My eye isn't what it used to be. Who's that old-timer over there? I think I know him.
Will you let me pass to see the spinner?
With pleasure, but I'm ordered to test Noah. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be hanging around here in the first place. Anyway, we'll do it just like in the fairy tales. I'll give you 3 riddles.
3 hádanky dostaneme a musíme je vyřešit. OK.
Solve any one of them, and I'll let you through. Solve none, or refuse to answer, I'll take one of your eyes. I'm short one, you see.
I'd say that's the least of your problems.
Well, are you up to it?
Když se poptáme.
Wait, answer my questions first.
I have no answers for you. I only ask questions. Well, are you up to it?
Tak to zkusíme.
Have it your way. Ask your riddles.
Listen to the first one, girl. There is a hamlet, folks packed together tight. Come morning the cock sings, yet no man stands upright.
There's a hamlet, folks packed in tight. Come morning the cock crows, yet no man stands upright.
Děbej hřbitov.
A cemetery. Proper dead men do not rise from the graves.
Correct. You solved the riddle.
Only dead men don't rise in the morning. Believe me, I know. You may pass, or you may try to guess another.
No, už můžu jít? Tak jdeme.
All right then. I'm off to see the spinner.
Evening, Kapitolina Ivanovna.
Jaká jezubaba.
Evening to you too, Yegor Yevlampevich.
The voice of the spinner is quiet and smooth, like the rustling of pages in the black book.
Brought you my little orphan. Became a knower recently, this one.
You sure did. But what are you thinking, poking around in my business? You took my spindle. It was doing my bidding, you know. I let it slide on account of you not knowing and all.
God bless Kapitolina Ivanovna.
She has the stirrings of a knower, your girl. Wouldn't make a bad successor for you. So why are you here? Not just to check up on an old woman, I should think.
Tak si ní popovídáme.
We saw a dead girl in Villas of Woods.
That was Marfa, I would guess. Didn't have money for a love potion. Was quite desperate, I gather. Well, it serves her right.
To všechno byla její práce.
We met your doorman. What of that skull?
Some lousy Khaldun. And Nick, God rest his soul. Hasn't served his time yet, so he helps me around the house.
I wanted to ask you about this yarn you have here and around the house.
This witchery is not yet for you, Vasilisa. In time you'll learn, perhaps. It's not the same as sending fiends for milk, mind you.
I need a woven belt. A powerful one, Kapitolina Ivanovna.
Yes, I know you came for a belt. Only why would I give one to you?
Old Yegor warned me that I should watch my mouth around the spinner. How should I answer her?
Compliment the belt. To obou... tak. Máme jít proti tomu, co nám Egoro říkal, že jí to nemáme říkat? Nebo jí řekneme pravdu? Zkusíme jí říct pravdu.
It's not for me. It's for a girl who is
a changeling. Yegor, then it'll
have it.
Oh, here's your belt. Don't forget.
You won't let me.
To jsem nechtěl.
Spinner is no simple witch. It's not the last time we'll... What are you running your mouth for?
Jsem si to neuložil. Tak já jsem si to celý rozbil. To už jsme zpátky.
Spinner is no simple witch. It's not the last time we'll hear of her. What are you running your mouth for? You miss the whipping so much? Or does a Leshy have control of your tongue? Now we'll have to help her. Heaven knows with what. All right, we've got the belt. Now we need to name. Well, go to Vil.
It's decided then.
O čem si? Tak, to jsem to tam pěkně celý zvojitil. Původně jsem chtěl říct, že zkusíme jí nejdřív říct pravdu a potom ji zkusíme zalhat, tak jak nám doporučoval. Že si to zase zkusíme safe loadnout. Ono se to nějak... Nějak jsem to tam úplně zvojitil. Můžu já to nějakým způsobem vyřešit? Vrátit se tam? Nemůžu. Ono to udělalo hnedka autosave. A kde jsou prostě moje savey, které jsem si dneska já dělal? Prostě z 15.10. tady nemám ani jeden save. What the fuck? Jsem si určitě save dělal. To je nějaká neplecha v těch savech, se tady děje. Protože tady jsou vlastně jenom autosavey. A ty moje manuální savey tady vůbec nikde nejsou. Ze dneška. Jako já jsem si dneska ani jednou nesavenul, nebo co? Tak já vůbec nevím, co se tam stalo. Protože ještě jsem si říkal, že zkusíme odrolovat ten text a ono to nešlo, ono to rolovalo jenom dopředu. Tak vůbec nevíme, co s tou Spinner se tam odehrálo, co jsme jí slíbili nebo neslíbili.
Well, Vasha, now I can say I've seen things. Cannon fire. A redoute, that's one thing. Still, I think that war is scarier. Much scarier than any chort. I still can't forget it.
You've seen too few chorts, Kolja.
Perhaps that's true, but that's beside the point. I'm not going to put up with it. I know how to get over this. I have an idea.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking of stepping right into the fire, if only something turned up.
You could die, you know.
No. I'm not talking about something like a campfire. And I'm not planning on dying either. It's not the devil I have to overcome. Man's greatest enemy is himself. That's what I think.
What happened down there, in the war?
Bah, Vasha, you wouldn't be interested. This war was thought up by the devil and none other. Not by the Holy Spirit, that's for sure. I don't even want to remember. The thoughts alone make my hair white.
Is that why you started smoking?
Well, look at you. They don't call you knowers without reason. Well, yes. I'll start with something small, I think. To tell you the truth, I'm terrified even when I strike sparks with flint.
Tak. Co bych měl poslat už i tohle z toho? Ale.
Greetings to you, mistress of the house. I was flying back from Igor's job when I noticed something. Some bandits jumped a Khaldun near the crossroads. He drove a cart. Perhaps there is something useful for you there.
Maybe.
OK, tak fakt jsem nečekal, že ještě přijde sem démon. Tak a my jsme si měli dojít pro to jméno. Ještě tohle s tou uděláme. Bez ničeho? Žádný povídání, nic? Kde jsou moje útočné kouzla?
Buy an amulet and a trinket. Buy a potion. You'll be as healthy as a boar. Demons fleeing from your roar.
Máme stovečku. Zvyšuje obranu na začátku každého kola o 1. Ten vampirism zase tady. To jsou věci. Chtěl jsem... Chtěl jsem si zkoušet, co to bude dělat.
You stumble upon a strange clearing. The trees are fallen, as if hit by a hurricane. Or perhaps the master of... You take the herb and get ready to go on your way. Near the covered crosses, you notice a jug of milk and a loaf of bread. It would seem that someone still visits these old graves. With sadness, you wonder if dead men need any treats. You leave some coins and rest a bit before continuing on your journey. A cart has gone off the road, but no one seems to be around, neither its owner nor the horses. The cart itself is empty except for one jewelry box, obviously left behind by the owners. Its lid is slightly ajar. Glass shards of various colors gleam inside, reflecting the moonlight.
Vzít, nevzít?
You carefully pick the item up and get ready to go on your way.
Glass Demon's Page. OK. To nevím, jestli se mi líbí nebo ne. Jo, to je tohle z toho. Dává to všem +2.
From afar, you hear two demons arguing furiously. Their shouts make the treetops sway. It seems that they are arguing over a fish they caught in some peasant's fish trap. When you take a good look, you realize that a human soul is in the trap, shrunken in horror.
Yuck! A live one! Get lost, why don't you, while you're still breathing?
Oh, yeah? What else should we do, I wonder?
We've got no time for you. Can't you see we're busy dividing up the city?
It's likely to take you until the end of days, arguing like that. You're lucky I'm a witch. I can help you.
You can?
I know how to settle devilish arguments, you bet. Those who solve my task first will get the sinner.
What sort of a task?
All chorts like tasks. There are no exceptions, it seems.
Listopen. Count leaves on a tree.
The first one to count all the leaves on that aspen near the hills gets the sinner.
Ha! I'm the fastest demon in Černé Knize.
You? Is it I who... Hey, wait! No fair!
The demons turn into fiery whirlwinds and fly away. You break the trap and free the soul, and the dead man vanishes. You find some coins at the bottom of the fisherman's trap. You feel the power of the Black Book increase.
OK. Nechali jsme počítat lístky na stromě.
On a bridge over a small river near Vilgert, two cart drivers argue over who should have way first. They are arguing fiercely, not realizing that each has a demon over the left shoulder. It's the demon's job to bring discord and serve as a prompter of sorts, whispering lines into their ears. You interfere in the fight and try to tell the peasants about the demons manipulating them. Unfortunately, they no longer listen to reason. When they find out that you need to get to the other bank, one of them violently shoves you past their carts. Their angry voices can be heard for quite a long time as you continue on.
Dobře, tohle nepomohlo.
On a bridge over a small river near Vilgert, your mentor laughs into his beard. He used to command these kinds of imps in droves when he was young. Old Yegor offhandedly swats one of the chorts with his staff, and the other one flies away in horror. The peasants, stunned with the Khaldun's sudden appearance, forget their argument and continue on their ways.
No, je to.
By the icy smooth surface of the lake, you notice a horse, anxiously shaking its mane. A couple of demons are tugging on its bridle, trying to steal it from its master, who is asleep beneath a slope nearby. You shake the peasant awake and point to his animal walking away to the forest. The vexed demons let go of the horse as soon as the peasant crosses himself and takes the reins. As a token of appreciation, he gives you a handful of rusks.
Tohle jsou rychlý a snadný věci.
You walk along an old path through the eastern woods. At this hour, the moon shines especially bright. Everything around you glows with a mysterious light. All of a sudden, you hear loud voices and metallic ringing coming from the woods. You can only guess what this late-night commotion is all about. Trying not to make a sound, you go deep into the woods. Finally, the branches part, and you see a curious sight. Some Khalduns, unknown to you, are trying to agree on the price of a pile of copper samovars. One of them looks deeply upset and constantly knocks on one of the items. It seems he wants to demonstrate its quality. You notice a pair of red eyes peeking out from the samovar.
Ole.
You buy one of the samovars from the bewildered Khalduns. They hurriedly gather the rest of the wares and disappear into the forest. As soon as they are gone, your samovar turns into a demon.
Máme 3. Takže to prostě dělá jednu pozici. To, co jsme si tam dali. Navíc. Boom.
Black silhouettes of the old Avins look like lurking demons. You search one barn after another, but there's nothing of value inside. You sigh and get ready to leave when a chill runs through you. You notice dark, demonic figures in one of the old barns.
Pozdravíme ho.
Greetings, Master of the Avin. Let me pass into your domain.
Ah, a live one.
Ole.
The peasants left me here. I'm to live here for another 40 years. You can hear me, I gather. That means you're a witch.
Come into my barn then, and listen to my story. I have centuries of wisdom to share. Might be of use to demon knowers like you.
Thank you, kind host. I'm always looking to learn.
Well, listen.
It seems as if many hours have passed, but the stars haven't moved an inch. You leave the barn having learned quite a lot.
Okay. Ten byl v pohodě.
You see a flickering light among the graves. You come closer, trying not to make a single sound. Soon, you see that one of the fresh graves is being dug up by an acquaintance of yours.
Why, you startled me, Vasilisa. I thought that the devil had come for me.
Serves you right, loafing about cemeteries at night. Don't you know it's a sin?
What are you doing at such a late hour? In a cemetery of all places.
This is none of your business, Visa. And look who's talking. Good girls stay home during the late hours.
I can already tell that you're digging up a grave. What a sin!
Don't talk to me about sins. People say that you're a witch now. Phew. My grief makes me dig. I need to take one last look at him. One last time.
Cože?
Listen to me. It is not proper digging up graves. You said that I'm a witch. So I am. I know a thing or two. Listen, one time, do you know Dashka from Pilva? She had it worse than you. Her son died. She missed him terribly, and so she went to dig him up. She dug all night, and didn't manage to finish the job, so she came back the second night. She dug and dug. Suddenly, a white dog jumped out of the grave. It followed her to her house. Must have been the soul of her son. It was certainly a sin.
By the end of the tale, the peasant can't hold back his tears. You help him get out of the half-dug grave and fill it back up. As you do this, you notice an Adam's head growing nearby and take it. You say goodbye and continue on your journey.
Tak, vyřešeno. Tak, jdeme sem.
You arrive during the long, pre-dawn twilight. Sharp points of age-old fir trees from a jagged wall far behind the church of Wiedelgort. The priest has already begun preparations for the morning rituals. He notices you, puts aside his chores, and greets you.
Who goes there at the crack of dawn? Is it you, Vasilisa? Cover your head, girl. Tfu!
Morning, Holy Father.
Kolya? Is that you? And don't tell me you want me to marry you to her.
Well, it's too early for me. Kolya, on the other hand.
Hey, Vasa. Don't go deciding the things for me.
We came for another reason, actually. We need a name, an orthodox one, from the list of the holy names, from the Sviatse.
It can't be. Are you expecting?
No, we want to give a name to a demon.
You want to what?
Father Yefrem sways, walks back to the nearest wall, and sits heavily on a bench.
Are you sure you don't want to marry?
It's all for good. We want to free this girl.
You explain your encounter with the Banya bride, and what she needs for her freedom.
I've heard about the changelings. Not sure how it works, though. I can't give you a name. That chart tricked you both. Nothing good can come of it.
Choosing a name from Sviatse turns out to be not such an easy task. How can I make him reconsider?
Křesťanská duše. Možná.
What if it's not a demon, but a Christian soul doomed to suffer?
Tak.
That would be a sin for sure.
Truly. They say you are a witch now, Vasia. It will soon be the harvest day of Ivan the Long. We need to disperse the dry winds. Help our village, and I, in turn, will help you with the name.
It's a deal. I know a ritual to thwart dry winds. We'll go visit the field.
All right. You'll have your name.
Father Yefrem opens a heavy book with a silver cover.
Choose. These days we honor the holy Claudia, Matriona, and Alexandra.
Kolia rozhodne.
Kolya, she's your bride. You choose.
Let's call her Matriona. It's a good name.
You would name her after a respectable woman? Watch out. She might become a knower.
Thank you, Father.
Well, the field is about a mile to the west.
I'll try to thwart the winds. See you later.
You soon arrive at your destination. The field looks empty in the twilight of the dawn. Cold wind seems to penetrate you to the bone. When you step onto the plowed field, you sense a familiar shiver. This field harbors evil spirits. You find a poorly hidden bundle of old wheat ears. It's a Khaldun's zalom. The stems are tied in a knot and dusted with ashes and salt. Fresh grave soil, eggshells, and steamed grains are laid around it. You draw a circle. You feel that demons are not far off.
Wind, O wind of the 7 brothers, the oldest one, do not blow from the rotten corner. Do not bring rain from the west. But blow us warmth, render good service to our people, bring forth pleasant rain. Joy to plowmen, glory to you, fierce one.
You finish reciting the Zagaver, and for a moment, silence falls. Suddenly, a creaky voice from behind startles you.
You sure are a strange creatures. First you curse it, then you bless it right after.
By you, do you mean us Khalduns?
Ha! Humans, always on the border between worlds. And that is why you always lose. But who am I to complain? My name is Andrejko. And you, I've heard about you. You're the new witch, Vasilisa.
So is it you who spoils the field, sending dry winds?
Spoil? You use the wrong word. I am helping the peasants, and I am a master at this. I mean, surely you understand that this is for their own good, don't you?
What possible good can broken rye do?
Oh, you disappoint me. All right, here's the thing. The peasants will have a bad harvest this year. That is so. But it will make them search for new, better ways to grow wheat. So when the real famine comes, people will be ready. Their newly gained skills will help them overcome the true hardships. As you can see, I am a visionary. Well, now, shall we go our separate ways?
Don't be a glib with me. Tell me. It's not by chance that I came across this Zalom.
You don't say. Perhaps you know who's to blame.
The Zalom caused this chord to appear. Who left these weeders? Who summoned this chord? You were sent here by another Khaldun, weren't you?
Right. You know, I'm starting to like you. I could even tell you who the Khaldun is who sent me. If you weren't so careful, the Zalom had already been enchanted when I arrived. Want to make a deal? Let me finish what I started. I'll send some dry winds, and after that, I'll be your servant. The famine will cause death in heaps.
I have all the chords I need. Don't be a glib with me. Tell me.
Řešíme to.
Enough talking. I'll definitely banish you from this field.
OK. Zase jeden ze silnějších. Tohle bude švanda. Jak se musíme zbavit jeho, protože on nám bude furt vyvolávat další a další tertiska. Že musíme jít hlavně do něj. Třikrát tři? Ne. Nic takového dělat nebudeš.
You shouldn't have got in my way.
And yet I have. Deal with it.
Tak sílu, tyhle. On mi sebere nějakou náhodnou stránku. Tak. Jak ho musíme dobít? Má jenom 15 ozovkách, to bychom měli v pohodě dát. Tohle mi sebral. Tak nic z toho nevymyslíme. Tak. A je hotový. Proč nemám žádný rozumný útočný kouzlo? Tak, tohle to už by mělo stačit. Nádhera.
So, the name of the girl will be... a fitting name. You did the right thing sorting out that demon. Won't spoil any good crops anymore. Well, you've got all the items you need. Now we can try freeing your bride. Since you have the book now, I can't go. I'm not that strong of a coldoon anymore, to tell the truth. An Abdericha is a powerful spirit. She can charm and skin you alive so fast that you won't know what hit you. So, Vasya, you must prepare yourself properly. Perhaps you have some questions?
What kind of ritual should we perform? I don't remember you teaching me any such things.
I've never saved changelings from the banyas. I think you will need to go down beneath the floor. The bannik will test you there. You have all the right items, but don't forget your wits. Perhaps you have some questions?
What is that, Abdericha?
Who knows where this one came from? These things all emerge in different ways. They say a bannik settles in a banya where 40 children were born. As for this one, the only thing we can say for sure is that she switches out children. Is it an accident or not? Only the Abdericha can answer that. Perhaps you have some questions?
Time to hit the road.
Jo, takže nás bude čekat finální cesta. Už. A pokusit se vysvobodit tu měňavku. Sakra, to bych chtěl tady. Protože tohle z toho. Každý kolo dávat za 2 a ignorovat tohle z toho. Stránky dávají 1 damage navíc. Hele. Hele. Tak. Budeme nacházet asi různý silný záležitosti tady, které nám potom jakože budou ještě pomáhat víc a víc. Aha, já už asi vím, co se stalo. Jsem možná nějak omylem přepsal nějaký... Ne, ty autosavey se nedají přepsat. Nebo jsem mi přepsal nějaký autosave? Ano, tady totiž je možná málo slotů. Každopádně tady to, přátelé, necháme. A pokračovat budeme zase příště. A tentokrát už budeme mít finále. Tady toho konečně prolomíme potom snad tu druhou pečeť. Ta hra bude dlouhá, ta dánská, jestli se to takhle bude vlíct. Jestli to takhle bude kolem dokola vlastně s každou pečetí, tak ta hra bude jakože fakt hodně dlouhá. Jediný mě teďka dneska mrzí, že jsem to tam s tou jezubabou nějak zvojtil. No, a nějak snad to bude dobrý. Od nás to nepřijde nějak kousnout někam pozdě do zadku, že jsme tam neudělali nějak tu volbu, kterou po nás chtěl ten Egor. Uvidíme. Uvidíme. Každopádně pro teď všechno. 12:30 pryč, takže musím pelášit. Tak jo, přátelé. Já vám všem děkuji za návštěvu, přeju vám krásnou dobrou noc. Jako vždycky nezapomeňte sledovat nadpis vypnutýho streamu, když by přišel nějaký pozdní stream nebo day offík, pravděpodobně se asi teďka zase nějaký objevějí, takže když něco takového přijde, tak to tam samozřejmě budu psát, ale pro teď to zabalím, takže jo. Mějte se hezky, dobrou noc a u dalšího streamu zase. Ahoj.